quickly and planting that bomb rapidly as well. So Cloud9 go into a force buy of their own. They've got the scout. That scout does not peek down through mid. Instead, that scout goes down towards the long A and peers and sees no rushing T.
All right, a very clean round start for Ghost Gaming. Now being able to take that catwalk control. Nobody on Cloud9 really contesting the middle or catwalk area. Instead, Cloud9 offer a pretty standard 2-1-2 setup where they're going to keep the scout of automatic by car. They're going to have Vice play close on those long doors, and they're going to rotate Cage and B into that CT spawn for any mid to B splits that might come upon them.
All right, so let's see how this plays out. Heavy catwalk. A smoke blooms to allow, again, Ghost Gaming to get around those first choke points, but what a nade. That rings a handful of bells. Automatic's able to get one before he's instantly wiped clean, but this is the next threat. Cajun B misses his first couple shots, does paint the wall red a bit with Wardell, but they've already gotten around the elbow. They're able to get above and down, but Vice with a CZ at range, and now suddenly Wardell has nowhere to go. Cajun B and Vice pair up again for yet another frag, and the force buy looks all but over. Neptune, having the AK, is smoked off of his angle, and he's so far away from the bomb, he'll frustratingly just slash on the gate. He'll throw a smoke up that lands up on top of the railing, again trying to take the same approach.
All right, Neptune now looking for anything he might be able to find. None of these CTs are actually giving him any kind of peaks. They're going to force Neptune to actually come more into the site here, and you are going to see the peaks come out. Rush able to take Neptune down as Cloud9 on the force buy are able to tie this one up. Really made possible by that great nade from Automatic that really slowed them down, did some huge damage. Automatic ends up picking up one kill. It softens up the other player. Yeah, and what happens from that point is the players are so softened up. You were mentioning the fact that the Deagle from Cage and B able to do a little bit of damage as well. Vice picks up 2 kills off of that, and that's where the round turns on its head, as Cloud9 able to retake that site with ease.
Well, Ghost going to go right back into the realm of it. It is Deagles, Scouts, and AKs, oh my, against a bunch of guns for Cloud9. Anything from an SMG to rifles to long rifles, it's looking pretty good for them. They've got the utility as well to be able to throw at Ghost, including the kitchen sink. So Ghost will probably bide their time, bait out some of the utility. They don't have any grenades themselves, so sometimes when you're low on economy like this, it's nice to have a flashbang, throw it around the corner. Maybe you get a peek out of that, but you also could get a responsive utility as well. Sometimes teams overreact, throw mollies, smokes, flashes of their own, thinking that it's going to be a bigger push than it actually is.
All right, Ghost Gaming now collecting themselves, all 5 members towards Catwalk, getting to burst out. Oh, another nice Molotov there. Yeah, burning.
Still burning.
Look at this damage, Dallas.
One molly did like 300 plus damage. Now the scout comes in, but look who's getting the frags. Talk about softening up the targets. Golden might have a field day with his MP9. As a matter of fact, the grenade's going to finish another job. I can't wait to see at the end of the round how much damage the grenades have dealt. But it is a man advantage. However dangerously precarious that's held up on stilts, though, it's an advantage to Ghost nonetheless. Deagle comes in. Steel will fall, leaving Kusta and Freakazoid left against Rush and Golden. Rush will be coming across the catwalk side. They've got the kid on Rush. He needs to win that fight, and yes, he does do that. Kusta holds on the back end of the elbow, the back corner. He's not even looking for cover. He stands his ground, loses the fight, and there is enough time in Golden's eyes to be able to defuse this bomb without the kit.
So much damage being done, but still Ghosts bring it into that 1v1 scenario. He doesn't have it, though. Oh my goodness, how do Ghosts come out with that? That Molotov damage being done to Ghosts as they swing out. Automatic kind of overextends on his peak there, and that's what allows Ghost Gaming to actually have an opportunity in that site. Yeah, look at this. So Automatic grabs the first one, but you're going to see this. He's actually holding. He doesn't spot anything, and look how wide of a peak he takes on this next attempt. There was a flashbang for him, but at the same time, it was just a really rough peak there, losing 2 members towards that A bomb site at the same time for Cloud9.
Yeah, that one, man, you gotta win those. When you do 300 plus damage with grenades in the round, nobody's hitting their shots. That's what that means.
Exactly.
So Ghosts are roaring right back. They force buy on that next round, and then they're right back into control. And it looks like Cloud9 aren't actually going to try and wind up themselves for a force buy. They'll sit back, for the most part, just the Deagles that they inherited, and will lose their first on B. Another challenge into B. You're going to have Rush losing his life. It's free and clear sight. And Wardell's looking to untie the shoelaces up there of Vice, I believe.
Oh, he keeps spotting and not able to connect. Automatic will go down to Kusta. The final 2 members, Cajun B and Vice, looking for any sort of kill they might be able to find. Unfortunately, it's not going to work out for them, as Cajun B, the final member towards Catwalk, should be going down momentarily.
So it's Ghost that are able to right the ship after the strong winds from Cloud9. But this is a great round from Ghost. Bigger investment for them, too. I mean, there wasn't anybody trying to span the gap, not having enough money to buy a rifle straight up. There is a Galil in there, but that should be more than enough. A Scout's in there, too. Wardell's comfortable with some scoped weapons. Ouch, that's a lot of headshots. Survives without a helmet. But Ghost will be moving into this next round with all 5 of those players surviving. That will help them out in the long run. As a matter of fact, Cloud9's money is not in the prettiest of spots. I see rifles being purchased up, but Cajun B, for example, I think he would need a donation to him. It's actually just going to be a straight UMP for him.
Yeah, let's see if Ghost Gaming are going to keep this pace going. They played the last couple of rounds fairly quickly now, and as we are starting this round here, it does look like Ghost Gaming will be favoring a little bit of action towards the middle, as Wardell just scouting, looking for anything he can find, as Freakazoid does make his way out, spotting for any fast cat. Doesn't seem like Ghost Gaming will be moving too quickly in this round.
Just chill it out. They know that there's a chance of high caliber firepower, and for the most part, they want to avoid automatics op. He is currently at Goose, looking across towards Catwalk, while you've got 2 defenders directly up for long A. That's going to be Cajun B as well as Vice that are holding that side of the defense. Flashbang, and Kusta actually gets a secondary flashbang to take the peek. Still not seeing anything from the CT side. They are dumping some utility in response, a flash and a flash, but still Cloud9 don't have enough to be able to compete with that. Great 1 and 2 punch between the combo between Steel and Kusta, but they are about to waltz right into the field of view for Automatic.
Ooh, Automatic with that op kill now onto Steel, who is peeking out towards long. Automatic's going to keep on going. There's a player on Cat he's not expecting, so that's going to prompt him to drop, but Freakazoid strikes, able to take down Golden now, and it's a 2-on-4, as Ghost Gaming have taken all of this long control, keeping Cloud9 pinned towards CT spawn as well as B bomb site.
And they use 3 smokes to make sure that they can get across that gap and make sure to avoid Automatic's op. But this is really just a right and true save for Cloud9.
If they can get it off.
Yeah, but right now there's no chance of escaping, it looks like. Automatic gets caught in transition, rushes up on the scaffolding near the B window, and advancing forwards, trying to get this op and run away. Here comes the push. There's the peek. He lines up a great shot, but it will be traded out. And if Wardell can get up that hill and get that op, that would be a fantastic welcoming sight for Ghost. Not there in time.
No, in fact, Wardell will be keeping that AUG in his hands. Steel now, or he could drop the AUG to Steel and buy an op for himself. But because Cloud9 is on an eco, I do imagine Wardell will opt to keep that AUG in his hands here, just go through the round with it. Should be fairly easy for them. Cloud9 off to a rough start here is Ghost, playing very well on their T-side Dust2.
So far, so good. A 5-1 would be a great start. It's the rifle rounds that have been a bit of a problem for Cloud9, but we've really only seen one of those. One good one. It's been kind of half buys from there on out, or force buys. Freakazoid is a bit vulnerable here, considering there's a boatload of CTs around this corner. Now it's going to be Steel that's the vulnerable one. The flash comes. Steel's trying to turn away from it. There's a CT flash, actually. Freakazoid gets the help. Now you're just going to have all hands firing downrange. He's lost his teammate. Steel will be able to use Freakazoid as a martyr. I like that, too. In case there was a CT running around the corner. I think he just cleared up that AK that was dropped on the ground in case.
Oh, he ran out of ammo.
Well, yeah, I think he actually swapped back to the one he started with.
Did he?
Unless he was spamming, and that's ended up happening.
I saw it as he was spamming and then ran out of ammo, realized that reload time takes too long. So
Freakazoid might not have any ammo either. So
yeah, that's true, too.
Whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
It's done. But I do like the idea coming out from Cloud9 in that situation. They're going ahead and a great flashbang coming out from them, trying to stay grouped up, trying to get something going. But Ghost Gaming was set up so well there towards long that they're just able to mow them down with ease, I should say.
Freakazoid's through the double doors with a teammate. Oh, well, that's the reason why. Go in there confidently, and you've lost your first, and no trade to be there. Golden's aggressive. He's about to walk right into Kusta's open arms. He's waiting for this smoke. When it fades, they're going to realize that they are absolutely point-blank range. They're giving a little peck on the cheek. Who wakes up first? It's Golden. That was a surprise, and it looks like everybody's going to try pushing smokes. Neptune taking the path of Rix in through the mid-door smoke, losing his life. Freakazoid and Wardell are left scratching their heads, and if this ends up shaping up like Nuke, where Cloud9, when they win rounds, are winning rounds convincingly, there's an ominous storm on the horizon.
Definitely. Bomb will be planted now by Wardell. He's got that AWP in his hands. He is going to be looking for something towards long. Doesn't seem like he's going to find anything right off the bat. However, the retake is beginning to generate towards Catwalk from Cloud9.
Here comes the retake. Plenty of time for Cloud9. Wardell turns and gets broadsided. At least he got one to give Freakazoid a hope and a prayer. He got himself the second, but Vice, who was just a little bit wider on that peak, is able to return damage. Good hold, at least. When it's 2v5 like that, being able to kill 3 players on the approach, whatever. That's good damage against Cloud9. That's not one of the convincing rounds. That Storm that was on the horizon just dipped over the edge.
Yeah, they're not going to let the money build up too far at the moment. Cloud9 will have to spend the majority of their cash and efforts to buy up into this round. Ghost Gaming, not feeling the brunt of that loss, will be buying up like nothing ever happened. However, is Ghost Gaming going to be stringing this or breaking Cloud9 right here? Or is Cloud9 going to be able to string a couple rounds together? That's the question that we're looking to be answered right now, because that's what happened when we were looking at Nuke. Is Ghost Gaming going to fall short now going into this round?
Cloud9 still vulnerable themselves with how many deaths they took in that last round. It's not free and clear. Ghost have more than Cloud9 have to offer up on this round, but so far Cloud9's defense when they have full rifle setup is a night and day difference to when they're half bought and swinging shotguns or what have you. Neptune just eats a flashbang. I believe that was a T-flash anyway, so it was just a par chance. And Vice makes contact with Freakazoid. Gets a flash of his own. He's just getting flashed left and right. Looks like he'll just throw a smoke down and stop all this nonsense going around on Catwalk.
Yeah, Molotov does come out towards that Catwalk stairs. We're going to see Vice as well as Vice as well as Cajun B set up waiting for it. I'm surprised Cajun B's holding the far angle with the UMP and not Vice actually holding that with his AUG. But it's what they decided on doing.
And a Molotov as well on Catwalk. With a flashbang that could be deeper, he could peek onto the back side of this Molotov. Vice is there, and he's lost his life. But Cajun B's holding this tighter angle. Neptune pre-firing his shots, but there's a swing from Cajun B. Can he upgrade? He does, swapping out his UMP for a rifle. As well, there's a pinch into mid at the same time, which works rather well, keeping Cloud9 in this fight from 2v4 to 2v3, and they'll again go for some kind of pinch swing. Both players disconnecting, Golden taking the long approach, and Cajun B taking the approach from CT.
Yeah, actually a double setup towards long now as Golden will be peeking out. Wardell missing his shot. Kusta does go down, but Wardell trades it out in a second one onto Cajun B, who is coming up through spawn, and Ghost Gaming are able to break the money of Cloud9 here and put their 6th on the board.
Got dangerous, too, for Ghost there. Wardell missed his first shot on the player at long, but his teammate that was in front of him, you're talking about that double angle, his teammate absorbs the first couple shots, losing his life. But there's the Wardell we wanted to see on Dust2. A little bit longer angles for him to be able to deal with. But that little management in mid, when it was 2v4, is a pretty good attempt at keeping yourself in the round when it comes to an attempted retake like that.
All right, Cloud9 on what is fairly a full save here, just a couple pistols on the field. We'll see Neptune now start the round off with a great kill onto Golden towards lower B. Nothing really happening on the field otherwise, however.
Yeah, Steele was able to, I think, leg Golden in there, or have that shot pass through something first. But everybody's pretty passive, and it looks like Freakazoid's going to have a gift handed to him. There's Rush. He's waiting to see if a second player crosses the corner, but nobody does. And with information like that, you might be led to believe that the B site could be open, but really they can just choose whatever pace and whatever route they want. And Kusa's getting a little bit chipped up. A good dink in there, too. You do lose Wardell, so you will, at the end of the day, lose a rifle. But a double op setup for Ghost Gaming on their T side seems to be what they're going to be accustomed to.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea, especially on a map like Dust2. You're able to look towards the B-bomb site very early with one op, as well as long A. You can take it out middle. There's so many options with the AWP on this map that it's actually a great idea that Ghost Gaming is going to pull it out. Cloud9 will be pulling out an op of their own on the back of automatic. But are they able to get their 3rd on the board? Ghost Gaming now seemingly running away with this first half as Wardell picks automatic on the cross. Right off the bat, we're into a 5-on-4.
Yeah, what a player to fortunately get to. Of course, automatic is your top fragger. Or no, he's just one frag behind Golden. But Golden responds back. That'll even things out to 4-on-4, but your defense is split right now. Your B defense is leaning on Golden staying near the doors to defend the lower side in case it's a mid to B. The spam from Rush almost finishes off Wardell. Wardell just decides to leave. We're going to take another look at this one again. You've lost again, down a man for Ghost Gaming. They just need to play for picks. They got $1:15 on the clock, plenty of time to just see if somebody from Cloud9 steps out of bounds and you're able to lop them off.
The wild thing about that spam was it was in the center of B tunnels, and he was tapping.
Yeah.
So it was almost like he knew and understood what was happening.
Great shot.
What a shot by Freakazoid. Now, Vice does trade it out, but we will see some damage. No, Neptune
struggles with that one.
Yeah.
Big time. And this Molotov might be the end for Wardell. He decides to tuck in tighter to that, not exposing himself to it. It will extinguish. And he's got the range to be able to deal with this shot. It looks like actually he's gone a bit passive. Vice! Wouldn't have mattered if he had too much HP or armor or anything left beyond that. Wardell takes a shot through the concrete and will collapse. Third round, though, for Cloud9. It's pretty interesting that so many rounds have been mounted up by Ghost Gaming. It seems just casually so. It's been one round every now and then for Cloud9.
Yeah. It's the pace that Ghost is playing at. They're playing so quickly now on their T side with a little bit of lulls within random rounds sprinkled around here. They're actually just taking the flight to Cloud9 very early on, and Cloud9 isn't able to stop it. So for Ghost Gaming, if it's not broke, why try and fix it, right?
Right.
So they're just going to keep that pace going. They're not really even going to stop. You saw it within that round. As soon as Wardell got that pick on automatic, you see them try and pressure that B bomb site. But overall, it was a good Cloud9 hold right off the bat. Unfortunately, Ghost not able to capitalize on it, but still a nice round for Ghost. Let's see if they can keep this pace going.
Yeah, and the tables turn. So you've got a double op set up for the CT side now. It's a single op for Ghost. They've got 4 AKs behind that, but full utility, full utility. The problem for Cloud9 is they've really struggled to put consecutive rounds in order. So their loss bonus is kind of waning. If they are to lose this, they'd be at 3 rounds of loss bonus, but it's still not good enough to have a bye in the next. So without consecutive rounds, Cloud9's money is very, very, very fragile. But Ghosts at the same time, it's about halfway there. If they get a bomb plant, they can keep some pressure up. So there's more to lose now for Cloud9 in this round than for Ghost. Quick peek out from Steel with a beautiful flashbang from Kusta, and you've secured some long A presence. Even though you've taken some grenade damage, Golden now pokes around. They need some fire to be able to extinguish Golden's rampage.
Jeez.
He gets 3, finally burns out. Ghost were continually trying to peek those angles and not letting the Molotovs do the legwork.
Neptune's made his way in towards this B bomb site now, so he is going to hear Automatic, makes his way through the doors, but Automatic just spots him and is able to pick up that frag. That was huge from Automatic. That's going to prompt Freakazoid to move back towards long A now and try his luck towards that A portion.
Look at Automatic. He got that kill and just continued through the B tunnels. So instead of seeing a player that's at B and they own B, you would think that, okay, the bomb would rotate into the B site. But instead, he pushes through, gets the information, and keeps those 2 players from rotating. Freakazoid throws a Molotov into the site, and Cajun B wisely goes left instead of right from Freakazoid's perspective. But it's a 1v3, and his position is widely known. You've got Automatic that's chilling out here on this angle. Freakazoid almost re-peaks that op before he's able to chamber the next round, but that was op v op. And now he loses even more territory.
Yeah, I imagine
stuck in the doors.
20 seconds on the clock, Freakazoid will be looking towards this save now. There's just too much for him to have to do on top of getting that bomb down and taking it into a post-plant scenario. He's got to take down Cajun B by car. He's got to worry about rush. He knows Automatic's behind him. So instead, he's just going to opt for the save, and he might actually be able to catch Cajun B off. No, okay, so Cajun B just recovers Golden's op, and he too is going to hightail it out of dodge there. So a 4th round on the board for Cloud9. As Ghost Gaming starting to slow down on their T side.
Yep, showing some signs of weakness to their approach. They've taken a timeout or 2 already to discuss how they have tried to stop the previous couple rounds for Cloud9, but 2 in a row. And yeah, you can see Automatic, how close that was. Neptune heard Automatic running up towards the window.
Yeah.
He was looking towards the doors, and as he clears out through the doors, Automatic just barely sees the backside of his sneaker, picks up that kill. Because of it. That was probably the round decider right there.
All right, Ghost Gaming, another slow round coming out from the T side. It does look like they're going to send 2 players towards lower B, maybe for a little bit of a mid poke and prod. But Cloud9's already cleared out of this area, so they won't be finding any CTs waiting for them out the mid double doors exactly. Golden now opping from the window in a great position here. Does seem like Ghost Gaming looking for a mid to B split.
Is this a mid to B with all hands through mid?
I think they're going to try and get Kusta into CT spawn here. Not a bad idea either.
Yeah, they show mid to B with the smokes. And Kusta is on his way to CT. Yeah, he's going to tuck himself in. He's got the MP5. They leave them pretty silent. Molotov at the front side of the at least catwalk, slowing them down. Well, not really slowing them down, but they do melt on the front side of this one. Now he's disconnected from the rest of his team while that Molotov extinguishes. Where is this CT presence from Kusta? A little bit late and read well by Automatic. They're just dealing with everybody one at a time right now against Ghost. There's not really many opportunities for trades. A couple missed shots from Automatic was his death sentence, but Freakazoid and Wardell are left, and not much to speak of against what was a 1v4, now 1v3 for Wardell.
Don't count him out yet.
Yeah, there's been so many heroic efforts from Ghost Gaming. It's just been a tough spot to be in. We've seen Neptune take 1v3 clutches. We've seen a lot of people in 1v4s. Cloud9 are just, so far in this latter part of the first half, have been better on the opening trades.
Yeah, definitely. This is literally what we saw when we were looking at, I do believe it was the Inferno matchup, our first map, when they were facing off against each other. Yeah, Cloud9 started off very flat-footed, getting caught many times by Ghost Gaming, but towards the end of the half, they did start to come alive, and Ghost Gaming does end up picking up that map. But that's the thing about Cloud9, is that they get off to these slow starts that allow their opponents to actually take a ginormous lead on them, and then they find themselves crawling back into it, just like we're seeing right now. It's been 3 rounds in a row from Cloud9. They had a couple other rounds, scattered within this half, but they are back into this.
So I actually misspoke earlier. I thought Ghost had already taken some timeouts, but it's actually Cloud9. So this is Ghost's first timeout that they just take now.
Okay, so using it a little bit more conservative.
Yeah, well, I mean, to start things off, they did very, very well. This is 3 rounds in a row now for Cloud9, though, that are starting to actually make a pretty dangerous presumption of getting a lot of rounds on their CT side. I mean, I don't want to speak too soon about it, but Ghost aren't likely to be able to win this round anyways. Single AK on Freakazoid's hand. They are into the tunnels. A Molotov thrown by Rush will stop any kind of direct rush, but Flashbang's there. They are just melting to the Molotovs, and Automatic holds the high ground in the window, peering off downrange. Rush is very, very confident, holding those angles, thinking that they're just pistols at him. They eventually do finish the job, but a grenade is the last will and testament from Golden to end the round. 6-7, now the guns come for Ghost. They really, really need this one. Actually, it's not going to come. There's a half buy on that round.
Yeah, they went for the full force within that round, essentially. So they're still strapped on cash, and Cloud9 with the opportunity to tie this one up. This is a good CT side coming out from Cloud9. This is exactly what you want. Already hitting that 6-round mark, about to be gifted their 7th round by an ecoing Ghost Gaming. This is great.
Yeah, that buy in that last round really dug a pretty big pit for Ghost coming into these last couple rounds. But really, they thought they could get that force buy in the 13th, go for a eco or a half buy in this round, and then end up with a full buy in the next after the loss bonus is completely kicked in. So they're in mid right now. They've struggled at just about every approach. B, mid, A. It's all been disaster as of late for Ghost, but nobody's in mid watching these angles. As a matter of fact, the best look is now Cajun B, who's coming down CT to start to reinforce, but their mid to B smoke starts there. Golden on the high side of the window has the first and second kill. Point blank range, he misses that one, and now he's come down. Looks like he ran out of ammo with the CZ, and the knife came out, but he's still able to defend. 7-all is the score line as we go into the last round.
All right. Cloud9 now seemingly just taking control 5 rounds in a row as we move towards this last round of the half. Complete domination from Cloud9 in this first half here as we move towards the end of it. Ghost Gaming not being able to answer for anything. They started off so strong, Dallas, but now they're just kind of falling short.
They are. I mean, really, it looked like it was going to be a great first half for Ghost, but they have really just hit a low tune of 5 in a row for Cloud9, looking for 6 in a row to round out the half lead. They've already won the half in my mind on the CT side, but Ghost Gaming need to get a little creative in how they want to approach this round. They need something. It's been a bit of a dry spell, and you want to stop that momentum, if anything, into the second half. More deep smokes into the B tunnels, but a Molotov actually hisses out on the back of that one.
Yeah.
And it will be of no use.
All right, Ghost Gaming now looking for this
the
burst.
collab!
Automatic! What is that?
He's
2
got
kills.
He got himself into the fence, too. Look at these angles. A no-scope against Freakazoid, and almost a below-the-belt shot against Wardell. Steal his last up. 4K for Automatic on the defense. He got all that information because he jumped off of the big box, and seeing all those terrorist heads above that smoke, gets the collateral, and then goes for the ring ding on the next two frags, and Steel being so wounded right now. 4 HP against 4 CTs.
What does he even do? He might as well crater to his death.
Yeah, I was just about to think the same thing. Just jump. This is definitely Cloud9's round, and Cloud9's half because of that.
Yeah, Steel getting spotted now. It should be Golden within CT spawn to finish this one up. Steel, no opportunity whatsoever. I don't think Cloud9 actually know where the bomb is in this position, as they're all looking towards that A bomb site, but it will be Vice to pick it up, and Cloud9, after being down 7-2, find themselves winning the half 8-7. Tremendous effort from the CT side.
And like you said, 7-2, it looks like Cloud9 had dealt the 7-2 offsuit to Ghost, and it was a bad hand to be dealt, the worst hand. After a really strong first half from Cloud9, they'll move over to the easier side and look to just close it out. But we've seen a lot of pistol rounds go to the favor of Ghost. We'll see what ends up playing out. You got the second half coming up shortly on Dust2 between Cloud9 and Ghost.
Walk away, walk on, baby. Walk away, walk away, walk on, baby. Walk away, walk away, walk on, baby. Walk away, walk away, walk on, baby. Walk on, baby.
Welcome back to the Pro League. It's the third map in this best of 3 on Dust2, Cloud9 versus Ghost Gaming. It's even as far as the scoreline is concerned, but it was not to be. It was actually Cloud9 and a really strong CT half on Dust2. And look at the ADR, automatic, 122 ADR. Oh my goodness.
I mean, it didn't even seem like he could hit that number with the scoreline being the way it was, right? It seemed like automatic. Yeah, he was hopping in with the frags, but wasn't really pulling a far too much, but he's sitting at 14-9 with 120 ADR. I mean, that's a tremendous effort out of him.
Yeah, really. Remember that 4K he got to close out that half.
Which is gorgeous.
That was nutty. But it doesn't matter. It was Cloud9 that were really reliant on having a strong economy or having a double op on their CT side and making good work of that. But now everybody's back down. You got to start from somewhere, and it's starting with pistols. Freakazoid almost lines up a pretty massive shot down the length of mid's catwalk. He caught one in the face, and he will not survive, getting cleaned up by Rush, finishing what he started. Rush just catches, I believe, a little bit of chip damage coming his way, and Steel needs some help, some serious help. 4 HP, they'll jump and overwhelm him, but coming up from CT, Neptune and Kusta, they got some kills, but the flank on the automatic, continuing the high ADR for him. He gets 2 kills on the round. Beautiful shooting from him, and Cloud9 look to make quick work of Ghost.
Yeah, it was a really nice idea from Ghost Gaming. They're going to send Wardell up towards middle early on to block that Xbox smoke, which allows Freakazoid to push off Catwalk confidently because the T's have to worry about 2 different angles. Freakazoid isn't able to do anything on that push, however. He gets gooshed, has to fall back. That's where Rush is able to pick up the first kill. Cloud9 flood into that bomb site off of that, and that's where you're really just going to see Kusta come alive, try and keep that round going for them. Ends up with a 3K on the round himself. Here are those shots, those beautiful shots that Kusta hit.
Yeah.
But then Automatic just slides in those DMs and says no.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't realize how good that was from Kusta, but yes, that was Automatic that just lined him up, knocked him down. There's icy veins of Kusta. No reaction. They're only down 2 rounds. We have seen a lot of force buys from Ghost Gaming in the second round, but yeah, maybe Ghost Gaming hold their tongue here. They haven't bought quite yet. Looks like they are actually going to just do that. Hold out for the third.
All right, looking at the round right now, Cloud9 very fast towards long A. We're going to see Vice first on the scene. He's not going to spawn anybody out, so I imagine the rest of Cloud9 will be joining him momentarily as the bomb on Automatic is slipping his way out through those long A double doors. The rest of Ghost Gaming stacked towards this B bomb site. This should be a fairly easy round for Cloud9 to take home.
Oh yeah, yeah. Especially they've found that the gates are open, and they don't need a dragon to blast the gates out. And they'll find that A's free and clear, full eco round for Ghost. They were hoping that the stack worked out to their favor. They've actually got the NOA boost in. Is it the NOA?
NOA boost.
NOA boost in mid. Thank you for clearing that up. I know I was getting close with it, but they're looking for Catwalk, and still nobody's even there.
All right, bomb will be going down momentarily. Does look like Ghost Gaming have made their way in through the B tunnels now. They are aggressing towards T-spawn, while we will see Neptune pushing up mid as well. But I don't actually think Ghost Gaming is going to be finding too much off of this.
And as a matter of fact, Ghost might be pretty scared of feeding SMG kills over to Cloud9 as well. So the only SMG that is in existence is Rush, and he's nowhere to be seen. It's just an AK that's plugging up these long doors. Cajun B crushing him with the assistance from Vice. As a matter of fact, I'd like to see Cajun B reload his gun while he's got 3 players in front of him to give him assistance. Doesn't matter though, overwhelming force and superior firepower in the double doors means all of Ghost die to the AKs. And you've got a 3-round lead for Cloud9, but here comes the guns for Ghost. They need to win their first rifle.
Definitely. Nice little spray down from Cajun B there, able to pick up 3. I think Vice joined in on that as well. But it was a fairly easy cleanup there for the Cloud9 side. As we move into this first gun round, though, the op is on Kusta's back here, Dallas. Very interesting approach to that. You usually always see Wardell picking up the AWP. Instead, this time we will look towards Kusta to actually make it happen. Automatic forcing the smoke at long. Not able to find any. Ghost just escaping.
Automatic, while he was in the smoke and tried to round that corner, he bumped his shoulder into the corner, which just was enough time spent to give Wardell space to clear the angle. That was a bit of a yikes, as this is now a mass molly execute in. Wardell is going to have to smoke himself off. 80 damage from the grenades coming his way, but he has a decent angle right here. They're not going to spot him immediately, but as he spams, they'll know exactly what to shoot for. Golden actually finds that first one against him, but Steel will take up arms in the same exact position. He's going to sneak his way around, finishes off the bomb, and the second player as well. It's in force now for Ghost. They can now just defend the bomb, which hasn't been planted quite yet. Kusta misses his shot against Rush. 3v3 with 50 seconds for Cloud9 to try and retake the A site.
Look at Automatic now. He's going to be lurking out towards middle. I don't think anybody's actually anticipating this, as we do see Freakazoid make his way across that long smoke. Rush with some good damage now. It will be Automatic taking down Kusta as Neptune now turns it into a 1v1.
Oh, he almost escapes as well. Almost another 1v3 clutch saving grace from Neptune, but it is not to be, and Cloud9 have just been gifted an AWP as well. So more rounds coming the way for Cloud9, and they'll benefit greatly from this. But I love that little reset from Cloud9. They have to re-execute into the A site, And in doing so, Ghost Gaming had just been completely dug in. They had great spots. But
yeah.
I love that play from Steel as well, to just go right where Wardell was and surprise the 2 players that were on site.
Okay, Ghost Gaming now onto a little bit of a save here. We are going to see Neptune and Freakazoid buy some armor alongside their pistols, so there's an opportunity for them to pick up some nice frags, recover a weapon there. But Cloud9 will be taking this round slow, not wanting to overextend, not wanting to run into any armored players or even a Mag 7 unintentionally. They are going to look towards middle here to start the round and progress towards their 12th round.
Speaking of 12th round, this would be 10 rounds in a row for Cloud9.
Jeez.
This would possibly, I'd have to do the math again, but I might miss action. You can do the math while I talk about it. But Ghost are in a bit of a pickle. There's just pickles here. There's just pistols here as they go to fight against Cloud9. Maybe they can get this kill against Gold, and he'll round this corner and end up into a double peek. He'll spot Freakazoid first as a pop flash to assist him. Steel does get the kill, free and clear. He's gone, taking that AK home with him.
Yeah, and off of that, Cloud9's going to look towards mid B right now. But look at this double stack waiting towards this B bomb site. Kusta on top of this box, a nice little Molotov into the site. Some good damage being done. The peek comes out as Neptune and Wardell. Well, Wardell's going to fall. Neptune does pick up the kill, but he too shall fall momentarily after.
Oh man, everybody's just losing ground. But Steel with the AK keeps him in the running. Freakazoid losing his life, and is Steel the man of the hour? 1v2.
No armor.
This was an eco round, so saving the AK in the next doesn't matter all that much. Freakazoid needs some help with a rifle. That might be the dissuading factor and try the retake. But sometimes you just got to be a hero.
Does look like Steel will be shooting off at least a couple bullets in attempts to make this round happen. See if he's able to connect onto Cajun B. Some good damage. Automatic at the back of the site with that AWP. Steel's able to find one, but Automatic trading it out. It will be Cloud9 on to 12, but a hard-earned round from the T's.
Yeah, it was. And you're into max loss bonus now. Plenty of cash for Ghost. This is big deal. So that is actually 10 rounds that have played out. We got to remember, at one point I said 7-2 offsuit, and that was it. That's the turning point, and Ghost Gaming just went all in. Haven't won anything since. This is a bad look for them. They are better than this. They can do this. It's in fact Cloud9 that take a timeout on this round to discuss maybe how they want to reapproach. Sometimes not even that. Sometimes just taking a timeout. And when you've been throwing rock, and your opponents are like, okay, we're going to throw paper this time to deal with them, they took a timeout. Sometimes a timeout and you throw rock again completely catches the opposing team off guard.
Yeah, there's no way they're going to do something like that again. Oh my gosh, they did that again, and the next thing you know, you lose another round. So Cloud9 taking a timeout to just discuss how they want to approach it, maybe even collect themselves moving into this gun round. But we are going to see the double op setup hit the field for Ghost Gaming as Wardell and Kusta now picking both of those up. Some good flashes towards the long corner smoke as well. Wardell beats it, able to take down Vice.
Yeah, just as the flashbang started to rattle off out there too. A big opener. And there's an even better one. Automatic goes down right behind him. A double presence on long, a double presence in the mid doors, and Ghosts get 3 kills out of it. Initially so, and this might be the change of tide. The high tide's out on its way out. And this is exactly what Cloud9 did against Ghost. As soon as they employed the double op, suddenly it was smooth sailing from there on out.
Cajun B now heading down towards the Xbox in middle, not finding any action as Ghost Gaming have gone into more of a passive setup, leaving Wardell to up on the catwalk, but that's about it. We're going to see Freakazoid positioned in CT spawn as Kusa's up by that scaffolding at B. Should be an easy round for Ghost Gaming to clean up.
Yeah, with all these ops in there, you're going to have a hard time getting in there. Rush will recover the bomb and look for a couple kills. Don't think he's really going to be able to win this round, but 2 kills would be a better look than anything right now. Maybe saving the op into the next round, but that would be a long 40 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't blame him for it. Look at the money on the Cloud9 side. Not doing too well whatsoever, so that op would, yeah, Automatic might be able to buy it, but they're better off just going ahead, saving it, bringing it into the next round, and that way Automatic can drop an AK to another teammate, and they can get a force buy going.
Yeah, there's, like you said, Automatic has plenty of cash, 6,900, and before this round ends.
He can drop 2 AKs and still buy armor for himself.
Okay, all right, all right. Yeah, Rush will just chill out next to the Mercedes. and think about what went wrong in that round. So Cloud9 took the timeout, and suddenly they lost the round handily. So what changed there?
I feel like Cloud9 was looking to change the pace, create a little bit of a distraction towards long while having their main attack be towards that middle, towards that B double doors area. But what happens is Ghost Gaming have a great little two-man setup on the mid doors, so as Cloud9 rush out, yeah, Freakazoid picks up the first kill, but as we see the trade start to develop on automatic, he's not expecting Kusta to be there as well, and Kusta picks up a very easy kill on him.
So I'm not saying that there's a trend, but my my mother just texted me, and Mama Topical said, I'm rooting for Ghost, and then Ghost went around. I'm not saying there's a correlation, but, you know.
Okay. All right.
You know.
Well, let's see if Ghosts are actually able to take that good vibes.
Yeah, good vibes. See what happens.
Pull this one off, yeah.
They've got a big stack up in the B tunnels, and if there's any way to lose a round, it's coming through those B tunnels. It's a deep smoke to assist with the entry. Kusta's in the window. He's not looking this direction, though. It's Neptune. Starts the spam. There's one. There's two. The Molotov burns at him, but it's only invigorating him for more kills. He's got those first openers, and Kusta helps out with the next one as well. This is a tough look for Cloud9. They've lost the bomb into the site as well. Automatic, man of the hour. Can he manage to do it? Finishes it.
Okay.
Got that first opener, and it's a 2v3, so they're still in the running.
Yeah, this is great now for Cloud9 as they've cleared out this B bomb site. Yeah, it might be a 2-on-3, Dallas, but this B bomb site is very difficult to retake, and the positions right now for Ghost Gaming here as they move in.
Excellent
Are they able
flash.
to do this?
Automatics behind the tall box. Oh, but Steel just backhands him. Now Golden at car, looking for the first. He's spraying as he might, but he's down to 9 bullets. Golden with the clutch and the one tap against Freakazoid, turning back to Steel.
What the hell was that?
He just needed to warm up the AK, the player that was up at the window, spending all that ammo there, then going for the taps.
I have to keep it PG-13, but there's some choice words that I chose not to use in that position because of how insane that was from Golden. What the hell, man?
Oh, absolute.
This was
complete win
wild.
sauce. Watch this. We're just going to leave it out.
Oh my. What
Spray,
a 1v3.
Tappa.
Oh.
Oh, man.
Oh, that was sexy.
And the vision against Steel, too, that wasn't an easy target to be able to see. It was on the edge of the smoke, behind the boxes, and that is a dagger to the heart of Ghost.
That was ridiculous. That was... I cannot believe I just saw that.
Let's just do the default.
And you can't even... I mean, we were talking about the fact that B is a hard site to hold, but Ghost Gaming get the entry kill on that B bomb site. They make their way into it. They turn it into a 1v3. Golden has to empty almost half of his clip just on that one player coming in through window. And then from there, he turns it into a 1-tap, then a 2-tap. What an effort out of him.
Well, we'll be able to see that one a couple more times tonight, I'm sure. This is a really, really good lead for Cloud9 now on their T side, having weapons advantage for a bit. Actually, it's Ghosts that are able to rebuy pretty comfortably here, so it's a utility advantage for Cloud9. Ghosts really need those opening picks. A little bit of a flub flashbang, no big deal for Vice though. And they look to at least show some presence in mid here. Maybe that is able to pull off a player or two from one of those sites to give respect to the mid presence that might be actually an apparition from Cloud9.
Oh man, I'm gonna need a pause after this.
Yeah, right.
After that round. Jeez. Can't believe Golden just did that. What an effort out of him. But we do see Ghost Gaming now buying up into this. Wardell staying on catwalk. Some good flashbangs to allow him to get a repeat going from Freakazoid, but he's not able to connect on anything. This will prompt Cloud9 now, knowing that they have cat control, to start focusing on the long A portion of the map.
All right, so it's Freakazoid at Goose, Wardell at Car, and he will be watching catwalk. All the way over towards long, though, is Steel. He has a lot to play against. 4 players are there, and they flashed him off. He misses his flashbang, so it's really just dry. He's got the first headshot, looking for the next one, though. So Occasion B will likely go into reserve while the initial players make contact. They'll find Wardell, they'll find Steel. That'll leave Freakazoid all alone up there on that site. He's got one and a second as well. That one was a piercing shot into Occasion B, the wounded player, leaving Automatic and Golden both at 10 HP in a dream. Ghost desperately need this round, and there's 15 seconds. You don't need to take the picks. Force the players out there. Freakazoid swings, and it's a 1v1. Neptune, as the bomb is being planted by Golden, Neptune needs again a clutch. This one shouldn't be all that difficult, though. It's Golden that needs another one-hitter quitter into the face of Neptune with his AK. There's the peek, and there's the shot. He does it again.
Are you kidding me? 10 HP this time. Golden playing out of his mind right now, Dallas. I cannot believe what we're witnessing. This is the reason he came to C9, and this is why he's heralded as one of the better European players.
Just hitting all those rifle shots. And those are 2 rounds that Cloud9 are just able to float by, cruise by into the clutches of Golden.
What an individual effort, right?
That's a pretty big difference maker. Otherwise, let's say Ghost Gaming had won those 2 rounds. The scoreline would have instead been 12 to 10, and Ghost would have had money.
Yeah.
So really, that was the preventing of a very close to being a tie ball game right now.
Vice now able to find one as Steel peeks out towards long, able to take down both Vice and Rush. That's going to be a 4v3 advantage right now, momentarily even. So, for Ghost Gaming side, as Cloud9 are looking towards Catwalk for their next point of entry, we are going to see Steel now rotating into the top of the site. Wow, shot from Automatic.
Yeah, Steel was even crouched in that position, so there was just a bit of the crown of the head there. 3v3, Ghost Gaming are playing from behind on this round anyway. They went for the little bit of a buy, the half buy. That was a handful of pistol shots right there for a rifle to be upgraded. Kusta, 2 kills. He's actually dethroned Golden. It's Cajun B's turn to try and clutch this. Kusta has the op, and it pierces Cajun B's heart. The second shot is the deal sealer. He'll be able to defuse this bomb, and Ghost Gaming actually preventing the OT round secure for Cloud9.
Ghost Gaming now staying alive in this one. That was very terrifying for them, especially considering the fact that Cat went down very quickly there. Steel doing a good job holding those long double doors down, allowing the rotation to come in. But Cloud9 turned that one into a 3v3 off of some great shots towards the top of A. Ghost Gaming, though, Kusta even better shooting to bring that one back.
I think those were 3 kills towards the end for him, right? He got Catwalk, he got the initial player on Catwalk front, and then got Elbow.
Automatic actually just didn't check his corner, wasn't anticipating Kusta to be there, and Kusta spotted him out and got a little bit nervous. So there was an opportunity for Automatic to just play passive, but Automatic overextends, starts looking out towards middle, and he gets absolutely punished for it.
This is a real fast pistol rush. Automatic just disarms Kusta. That was an off. Now it's going to be a B rush. They are doing this with Glocks and a couple Deagle and a P250, and now Ghost Gaming. If they lose this round, it's a heartbreaker. Can't drop around like this on a rush mid to B strategy, but it was fortunate. I mean, to the skill of Automatic to hit that shot at range with this P250. Here comes the retake. They're outflanked. They're outnumbered. They are not outgunned, however. Freakazoid will chop off the first one in the B tunnels, but these 2 that are coming across window and door are going to be pretty hard pressed. Unless they line up in the threshold, there's going to be another kill for Wardell. He's dealing with Golden, who's at the door, and he's going to have to do it with his off. An awkward gun to do it from, but Vice now at car from Golden's position. Freakazoid takes the last 2. Disaster averted.
Yeah, thankfully there's a kid on the site as well, so that's going to guarantee the fact that Freakazoid is able to get that defuse. Ghost Gaming staying alive off a very scary round. Just Glocks, just pistols on Cloud9. They're able to move into the site.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Narrow margin.
Terrifying.
Ghost Gaming is treading water right now, but they've got a couple bricks tied to their ankles, and it's getting harder and harder to get by on these rounds. That was an eco round for Cloud9. They almost won it. Only 1 surviving from Ghosts really hurts them economically. They're again buying for broke. Double op back into this round. Wardell and Kusta have those. Ghosts really need to win rounds with a lot more conviction.
Cloud9 now slowing down their pace here, not looking to take it too quickly as Ghost Gaming, well, they're going to approach the round a little bit more aggressively by the looks of it. We are going to see the push-up from Kusta now. He's going to take that off angle towards the entrance of B tunnels. We're actually going to have a double-up setup from Freakazoid as well as Neptune towards the mid-double doors. And we're going to see Wardell opping in that same cap position that he so loves, while Steel now playing aggressive on the long A angle.
Now, this first pick is going to be... It's really going to be a deal breaker. This is such a nervous round for just even me. I'm not in the match. I'm just observing the match. I'm too lazy to play this game. Flashbangs for Catwalk right now. Flashing up, pushing Wardell off. We've seen this one before. Molotov traded for Molotov. Cloud9 taking a little bit of control. 50 seconds on the clock. That took a lot of time to just do that.
All right. Looking at the round now, as we pass the 40-second mark on the clock here, Cloud9 will be moving their forces back towards long A. Looking to set something up on that portion of the map as Golden tries his luck towards middle, is taken down by Neptune and Freakazoid playing that aggressive stance, and now Steel will look to hold long.
Oh, he needs the headshot. He misses them though wide, left and right. Cajun B picks up the kill. Wardell somehow caught in the middle as Freakazoid now goes to look to take the flank, but he has flanked himself. That is a disarmament of Ghost. They've lost cat control. They've lost long control. It's 1v3 right now. Kusta might just want to hang on to this one and look for a brighter future.
Yeah, clock running down very low there. So if Ghost Gaming actually got a few kills on that attack from Cloud9, they very well could have run down the clock to a point where they picked up their 11th, but it will be Cloud9 now off of Kusta's save to move on to that 15th round and match point.
Yeah, that 15th is going to be a big sigh of relief for Cloud9 because there were signs of life in Ghost. It's been still a very, very slow CT side for Ghost nonetheless, but I mean, two of the three that they've won, they managed to defuse. There were clutches in there, but really it was Golden 2 rounds in a row to make clutches of his own that really just gave the extra boost, the extra kick in the pants for Cloud9 to go a little bit longer.
Alrighty, and as we move into this, what could be the final round, looking at Ghost's money. Really, aside from Kusta with that AWP, Neptune's got 3.7. I could see Kusta dropping a FAMAS maybe to Steel or Wardell to give them a little bit more, so he's actually going to drop the AWP to Wardell and then by himself instead. But we are going to see a pause come out from Ghost Gaming as they decide how they want to organize this cash.
They got to do some organization, they're going to do some fundraising.
Yeah, call a financial advisor.
Yeah, you're going to need to win the lottery 5 rounds in a row.
Jason and Ryan both made what? So I saw that and they knew that.
All I heard was Jason and Ryan.
I think they're just discussing what the buy should be in this position. Yeah, you can see him turning around to James, one of the best dressed mans in the game, and just trying to figure out how they want to approach this buy. As the pause is coming undone, Ghost will have to decide who's buying what now. It will be a Mag 7 on Freakazoid Steel with that Deagle. They're going to move the AWP over to Neptune? No, okay. Yeah, I thought that was a little bit wild.
Maybe Neptune's clutches, he just needed to give it a kiss and then hand it back to
Wardell. It actually dropped because Wardell ended up buying Kusta a FAMAS in that position.
Gotcha. No, I like the idea that Wardell needs to give it a kiss for luck. Like that's more or less, I think, what they need.
That's the better one.
Here's a boost. Wardell
might find it.
Top side of it. Fires, misses. Wardell will fall back along with his comrade in arms over towards the A site, but mid to B smokes have shown, and this is going to be a mass push back from the CTs to come back through CT. All 3 of them are there. They haven't spotted anything, and suddenly Cloud9 turn right back around, and it's an ambush through the smoke. The front line can't hold, and only Steel was there to try and make do with a 1v3, and that was it. It's a matter of fact, Cloud9 that usurp Ghost Gaming are on the last ticket. They clinched the spot.